Yo, what's up YouTube? Levi here, aka Dread. This video I'm going to be talking about all the movies that Eminem has turned down in order to, well, primarily to focus on music. Now, a couple movies that he turned down because it was in Detroit. So, so I got a list of 6 movies here that I know of at least that he turned down. And this is information from southpower.com, so I will put the link in the description. Let me see. And just ignore this right here. This is just to cover my hair. I'm about to go to sleep and shit. But movies Eminem dub. First movie on this list. This is not really in order by year though, but first movie on this list is Elysium 2013, starring Matt Damon. That movie was fucking awesome. Y'all should see that movie if you haven't seen it yet. Elysium. He turned it down because they wouldn't shoot in Detroit. So that was the only reason. Not even about music and shit. Just because they wouldn't shoot in Detroit. I'm not sure where they even shot it. I should have looked that up. Then the movie Southpaw. How you remember that movie? Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. A boxing movie. That was an awesome movie. It was good. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal killed it, of course. Jake Gyllenhaal is a professional actor. He's pro. Like, he's been doing it for a while. You know, he knows how to act. He really does. So Southpaw came out 2015. It was weird when I read this. I was shocked when I read this. Eminem started shooting. He started filming, but then the film had to be put on hold because Em started focusing more on music. And then they eventually just got Jake Gyllenhaal, and Em at least produced the soundtrack's album for the movie. The Southpaw soundtrack. My favorite songs on it was he did the song Vegas featuring Royce 5'9", and Raw featured Royce 5'9". Yeah, Raw featured Royce 5'9", and what else? Oh, and the song All I Think About, he literally violated. That's featured Royce 5'9" too. So yeah, those 3 songs featured Royce 5'9", and they violated lyrically. The movie The Fighter, M declined it to focus more on music. So yeah, like I said in my last video, M, unlike MGK, usually puts music first above all else. That's a fact, you know. And somebody might realize and put this in comments that he was in the movie. There was that movie. The movie starring Seth Rogen and that nigga from Spider-Man. What was his name? God damn. Well, from the old Spider-Man days, the old Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. The guy who played Harry, he was in the movie starring Seth Rogen. What's this movie called? They did a movie called Pineapple Express, but this The Interview, an interview movie when they go meet Kim Jong-un, how you pronounce his name. And was in that movie. He did an interview. He played himself, but he did an interview where he falsely, jokingly came out as gay. That shit was funny. But yeah, The Fighter, M declined, like I said, to focus on music. That movie, The Fighter, came out in 2010. So far, the movie I said was Elysium 2013, declined because it wouldn't shoot in Detroit. Southpaw, he started shooting but focused more on music, so the eventually just got Jake Gyllenhaal. And The Fighter 2010, M declined to focus more on music, and Christian Bale took the role and won an Academy Award. And Christian Bale is a very good actor, obviously. Yeah, must know him from The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. He violated those Batman roles. Like, he's thus far the best Batman I've seen on screen. And what else? And he did a few other movies that he done. I haven't seen the movie he did with Jennifer Lawrence, but fuck it, we'll just keep going down the list. And the movie Training Day 2001 turned it down due to development of 8 Mile. 8 Mile was getting shot around the day Training Day was around when Training Day was getting shot. So Training Day came out 2001, 8 Mile came out 2002. So M probably would have took the role of Training Day, probably. But yeah, he's more focused on his movie 8 Mile, which came out 2002. And probably that's the same year that Spider-Man came out. That's crazy. I wonder which movies did more in the box office. I think it had to be Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. That movie was fucking awesome. I love Spider-Man. That's my nigga. and was going to play a rookie cop role. The role was then taken by Ethan Hawke, who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. But the following year, Eminem won an Academy Award the following year for 8 Mile, 2002, in the Best Original Song category for Lose Yourself. That I already knew. I feel like I brought that up in a recent video I did. Not recent really, but another video I did. I brought that up. I feel like. Then what else? Training Day. Oh yeah, the Fast and Furious. Now the Fast and Furious movie, he turned down for the same reason as Training Day, because of development with Detroit. He was gonna play Brian O'Connor. They wanted him to play Brian O'Connor. That would have been cool and interesting to see, right? Eminem playing Brian O'Connor, playing a cop who eventually soon turned bad. That would have been cool to see. But yeah, that's what he, well, it's cool that Brian O'Connor took the role, because he went on to do the Fast Furious movies all the way until, I can't say Fast 8, around Fast 7 is when he died of a car crash. But yeah, so far, two reasons he turned down. Let me see. And then a movie called Rival Gangs. There's no year next to it. But Rival Gangs was, let me just say this real fast. Fast and Furious came out 2001 along with Training Day. And 8 Mile came out 2002. So he was more focused on 8 Mile at that time. And Rival Gangs, he was going to do a movie, Rival Gangs, with 50 Cent. That movie was about 2 rival gang leaders, basically. And that movie was getting shot in Detroit. And 50 Cent was trying to convince Eminem to take the role and take the role for $80 million. Eminem would have got for doing that shit. And it was shot in Detroit too. So 50 Cent thought, Eminem would take it. And 50 Cent was shocked himself. And shit, $80 million, that's a lot of money. But Eminem turned it down because he felt the script wasn't gritty enough. And 50 Cent wanted it to be a little more like the 1979 movie Warriors. Y'all probably seen that movie. That movie was fucking awesome also. So all these movies Eminem didn't turn down. Elysium he turned down to focus more on music. Southpaw he eventually stopped to focus more on music. The Fighter he declined to focus more on music. Training Day he turned down to focus more on his movie 8 Mile. And said they would Lose Yourself. So 3 movies out of the 6 movies here, he turned down to focus more on music. And the other 2 he turned down because he's focused on 8 Mile. 3 out of 6 movies. So listen, man. This guy Machine Gun Kelly, it's funny how he's still going back and forth to Eminem. Now, I get it, him being a grown-ass man, he wasn't going to apologize for that Haley shit. Still hasn't. There's a little diss track. And he still, in his mind, still feels like his track was better. That shit doesn't make any sense to me. It never will. Because like I said before, I'll say it again. And also like M said, even though the movie, like his song, what was it? His song Rap Devil, that shit was okay. It was pretty good for him, but it just was better than Kill Shot. And there are a lot of Eminem haters out there, and a lot of MGK fans, but mostly just M haters, who are gonna sit there and say, fucking Rap Devil was better. So y'all gotta help me out and shut them niggas down, because we all know that shit wasn't true. We all know. Y'all know that shit wasn't better. And for Eminem, and you probably know this by now also, that recently the crowd was shouting for Eminem to perform Kill Shot at his recent tour. And he's still on tour right now, but the crowd was shouting for him to do it. Eminem said no, because he didn't want to give him any more light. He said, and I quote, "I would, but I don't want to give that cocksucker any more light." And people cheered even louder for that. And that's true, because he did give him light already. Machine Gun Kelly responded on Twitter saying it's good he didn't perform that whack ass boring song, putting a crowd to sleep. And this guy's still, this guy is still on Eminem's dick, which is funny. But I don't know. He's talking like he really won something. He didn't win shit. People just gas his head up because Eminem has haters. Charlamagne the God and Joe Budden being one of the biggest haters of Eminem. But this is exactly why Sean Kelly thought he was gonna beat Eminem in the back and forth shit, because he's focusing more on movies. He did a movie not too long ago, a few years ago, I'm gonna say, called Nerve. My sister watched that shit. I didn't know he was in that movie until I read it online somewhere about 2 years ago. That he basically did the movie Bird Box, like I said in my last video. That's the reason his shit flopped. His binge album, a mixtape, whatever you want to call it, whatever excuse he asked for, that's why it flopped. Because you're focusing more on fucking movies. Don't do that shit. Focus on music, MGK. Like, these rappers, like, they start to... It's funny because I used to think it was weird how a rapper would go to an actor real quick and just be like, okay, let me do a lot more movies and focus on his acting career. Then after a while, so I was thinking, like, it's not that weird because, when you're a kid seeing all these movies, you think, I'm going to be in the movies too. A lot of us most likely think that. But, and that's one of the main reasons why rappers and singers go into movies. I think it's usually rappers though, like Ice Cube, Ice-T, who else did it? Like many rappers then went into movies and or TV shows. LL Cool J went into TV show. They do a movie. I'm not sure if he did a movie though, but yeah, still they do it. It's good. Ice Cube had a lot of successful movies under his belt. My favorite being the Friday series and Fist Fight and shit like that. But yeah, it's like these rappers start getting into it so much. Doing it during your career is like, no, don't do that because you will start to fuck up your music career most likely. And I'm glad Eminem didn't do much of movies. So far, this only has 6 movies, so I guess he was only approached 6 movies in his whole career. And that almost seemed like a little bit, but he turned down all of them. So, and like I said, he's focused on music. MGK would have taken most, if not all, of the roles. Hell, he might say one day that he got more roles before, but he turned down. Either way, I doubt it because I feel like he's kind of rapper and musical artist that will go straight for the an acting career immediately. Do music on the side too, or music. No, I say music on the side because he will focus on an acting career for a while. It seems like, and then do music on the side. And that nigga should not be talking. He shouldn't because, nigga, you doing movies and Eminem doing music. So like, what does that really tell you? So far MGK only done 2 movies that I know of, and I won't be shocked if he did more. But put in the comment section below if any other movies that you've seen MGK in. Cause now you know his face more. Before when Nerve came out, I didn't know his face. Nerve was a new movie, and I saw him in the movie. I didn't watch it that time. It was on TV when my sister was watching it, my little sister, and I saw him, of course. But he was like a supporting actor. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I just thought he was an actor, like an extra basically. But yeah, so put in the comment section below if you guys seen him in any other movie that I don't fucking know of. And after this video, I'm gonna Google MGK's movies. And also like this video, give me a thumbs up, help me a lot, and give me a thumbs up if you're an Eminem fan and fucks with Eminem. Especially if you like 8 Mile, put in the comment section below your favorite 8 Mile scene. My favorite is towards the fucking end when he just demolished all of them. That's like, yeah, I can't really think any other part of the movie I could live with my favorite, to be honest. But don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Please share on all your social media platforms, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I will put my social media info in the description below and put the link in the description to where I got this information from. I will say it again, though, southpora.com. They also have a YouTube channel. They focus primarily on Eminem news. So, yeah. 3 movies out of the 6 movies he turned out to focus more on music. Other 2, it was because it wasn't shot in Detroit. No, the other two was because he was focusing on 8 Mile. And yeah, that's basically it. But there was any other movies I heard of? Yeah, none of the movies I heard of so far. And it's crazy because, you know, Elysium and Southpaw are the most recent movies that he turned down. So even in his modern day, they're still trying to get him to do movies. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Thank you for watching to the end, and more related content and musical content in general coming soon. Peace. Thanks for watching.
You sound like a bitch. Shut the fuck up. Your fans become your haters. You done? Weird. All right. Yelling at the mic. Weird. Doing this once. Weird. Why you yelling at the mic? Rihanna just hit me on a text.